Hi, besties. It's Canella Dea.
It's Mike Drop.
Shout out.
This is Nerd Out. I'm Ben.
This is Ben. This is Jack. I'm Nim.
Zach B. It's Mega Ran.
Dizzy A and Rock Fox That Rocks.
Hi, I'm Vice.
It's your boy Biggs the Prophecy.
I'm Daddy Fastman.
It's Talon B. GXC War. Halo here.
I'm Nina Hope.
I'm Rice Direct. I'm not Mike Joshua.
And welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to
To the inspection.
This season is Fight Night, ladies and gentlemen. Joe versus Candace. Will versus Amy. The plot of this season versus my patience. This was a tough one to get through. I haven't had this much trouble getting through a season since Preacher. Don't worry, Jesse Custard. Your fucking day is coming. You know, unlike with my first review, I told myself I wasn't going to compare this season to the books because it's clearly going in another direction, trying to tell its own story. However, when you use most of the characters from the books and the same shit happened but in a different way, it's kind of hard not to make comparisons. Hopefully we don't have this problem in Season 3. We shouldn't, since the third book came out after Season 3 premiered. Anyways, on to the plot of this season. Instead of going to LA on a murder mission, this time Joe goes to LA because he's running like a bitch. I mean, seriously, somebody explain to me what Candace was trying to do. She wasn't going to blackmail him or turn him in. I don't know. She was going to stop Joe from quote-unquote killing anyone? How? Fucking how? I know they needed Joe in LA, but god damn it, that was a very poor excuse. Now, if he would have killed Candace with a witness, then that would have made more sense. But no, the rom-com writers have to show us that quote-unquote Joe is trying to change, then turn around and show us he hasn't changed at all. And don't even get me started on the fact that Candace used quote-unquote Amy Adam as an alias, instead of just making her another character. That is some elementary levels of bullshit. I guess I should have saved that for a dislike portion, but let me just get into what I liked about this season. The likes. First and foremost, unlike the book, they kept the you gimmick. That's the main thing I'll appreciate in this season. I really hated it when the author took away the gimmick in Hidden Bodies. I know you probably wouldn't notice it, but if you pay attention to Joe's inner monologue, it's there. Despite my little rant earlier, I do like what they did with some of the characters from Hidden Bodies. Love feels more grounded. With that being said, I can't tell whether I like the TV show version or the book version. No matter what happens in Season 3, I'm going to judge it that this character based on Season 2. I'm really curious on how her story ends though. Hopefully it's better than the book. I like 40 so much more than I did in the book. Believe it or not, he was way more of a douchebag in the book, although he does do some of the same shit that he did in the books. They even kind of recreated the worst scene from the book. But overall, I would take TV show 40 over book 40. Don't fuck Delilah, that's what Joe called her in the book, was so much more of a better character than just the pick me. Giving her a little sister was a nice touch, and seeing that Jenna Ortega always had acting chops was a plus. Oh man, don't fuck Delilah? Not when you have this actress playing her. Speaking of the little sister, Jenna Ortega, she was fucking amazing in this season. It makes me wish I would have watched this show before watching Wednesday. That way I would have known this little girl has acting chops. God, I hope Hollywood doesn't chew her up and spin her out. That would be a waste. Also, just to put another like on the tally, I know this for the show overall, but I do enjoy the story being told from different perspectives from time to time. I know this is just the difference between telling a story in the book and telling the story on a TV show, but I still enjoy it. Lastly, I like how we dove more into Joe's character, trying to make us understand why Joe is constantly looking for love in all the wrong places. Not saying they don't allude to that in the books, but hopefully with this new prequel book coming out, we can dive more into the controlling narcissist that is Joe Goldberg. I would have loved a sequel, but I can wait. The dislikes, I know this is nitpicking, but I'm going to just say it. I'm not too keen on a lot of the casting choices. Don't get me wrong, there was no slouches in the acting department. It's just how some of the characters look. I didn't have this problem in season 1, but season 2, it just kind of stuck out for me. Really, it was Love and 40 Quinn. Don't Fuck Delilah was cast beautifully. No notes. But the twins left a little to be desired. And it's really cosmetic changes that could have made the difference. For example, when Love was described in Hidden Bodies, she is described with cotton candy hair. I literally had to look this hairstyle up. But in my mind's eye, I'll pick her as the one character from Yu Yu Hakusho. Probably wouldn't have worked for this actress, but they could have tried. 40 just needs the douchebag hair and a shave. Don't get me wrong, I still like 40 as a character in the show, but he still did douchebag things, so a douchebag look would have helped. Like I said, these are nitpicks and will not affect my overall opinion of the season. I just wanted to say it. But on a serious note, like I said earlier, season 2 was a slog to get through. It made me want to apologize for criticizing Hidden Bodies. The season really doesn't get interesting to me until episode 6, and then it's just a roller coaster ride of really good and really bad. Not so bad it makes you want to rage quit, it's just unnecessary choices, I suppose. And again, you can't say you're telling your own story if the same shit happens in a different way. It's like you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. You don't want to piss off the fans of the book, but you still want to do your own thing. To me, that's not a great way to do it, adaptation. Thankfully, this won't be a problem next season. And I'll just say it. Did we need the fucking cage? Yes, there was a cage in the second book, but Joe didn't build the bitch from the ground up in a goddamn storage locker. He does use someone else's panic room, and it was only used once. Mild spoiler for the book, I guess. It just felt like lazy writing to me, especially the people he put in the cage. Wasn't the fill in the cage this season, sorry. And I'll tell you something else. Yes, 40 and Love's parents are more realistic by being rich assholes who don't have a good relationship with their children. But by doing that, now Love and 40's names don't make no sense. The Quins were lovesick hippies in the books, whom low-key loved their twin daughter more than their twin son. Now, 40 is a mama's boy and Love is a daddy's girl, I think. Okay, but they never explained their weird names in the show. Maybe they're saving that for season 3. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. I know again it's a nitpick, but I guess my point is we should have had different characters. There are adaptations that have done this and it still worked. In conclusion, this season didn't do it for me. I tried to judge the season on its own merits, but a lot of the shit didn't make any sense. The plot felt really slow. Some of the callbacks from the book were unnecessary and unwanted. And even though episodes 7 through 10 is where the season started to pick up steam, it kind of fumbled the ball towards the very end. B-. It's not the worst sophomore year of television, but it's not great. It looks like an example of trying to be creative, yet we have to please the source material fans. You just end up with a giant fucking mess at the end. It's funny to think that You was one of the shows that I know about where Netflix saved them from permanent cancellation. If only some shows that were better, in my opinion, got the same respect. Only in a perfect world, I suppose.